Hey, 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 what's up, y'all? Welcome to Angel Insight. My name is Michelle Christides. I'm very happy to be here. I'm excited to take a moment to chill and ground. I was mentioning my Facebook page, Infinite Energy. If you're on Facebook, come find us. There's actually a link in the corner on my homepage on YouTube. Just saying. And I was like, man, I'm looking forward to hanging out with you guys so I can ground. Has this energy been wow, right? So, also on my Infinite Energy page, I shared the animal wisdom did drop for this week and just today, and it is the horse. However, all I've been revealed is hay is for horses. And we're collectively taking a little bit of a stall here for all of us because our feet are not really on the ground. So I'm going to start out this message letting you know that there is a huge, a huge change happening, and I'm getting that it's a collective portal that's closing for all of us. This morning, when I started getting ready, I knew I had an insight, and I have to tell you, this is my notebook, and I have to tell you, I'm sharing it because um, this is like straight up showing you what's up. And I wrote down today, March 1st. I was like, I swear to God, I thought it was March 1st. And it's not. It's the 27th. And you know what's even crazier? It is a leap year. So exactly in 3 days, we have a portal. It takes 3 days for a portal to close. At least that's what's been revealed to me. Maybe that's something that you understand as well. Also is the reference of when Jesus rose in 3 days. There's a lot about portals closing in 3 days. And boy, this is a whopper. So we've got Archangel Ariel here. She has a message for us. And the message is channeled message from Archangel Ariel. Thank you, Archangel Ariel, for this beautiful message. In the heat of the night, don't put up a fight. Surrender and allow the untwist. Angel number 921, balance. That's what I was given. And now we have some oracle for here to do with us. We have 4 different oracles that are going to be joining us. We also have 4 different crystals. There is definitely a call to action. I'll be sharing 4 different crystals. And the call to action for all of us is to grid the crystals 2 by 2 to receive what? Balance. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what this is all about. We're going to get started with amethyst. That is the very first crystal that's coming up. So amethyst, of course, is a beautiful crystal. It goes in the water, okay, which I love that with this message coming up. Archangel Ariel, she represents the well of dreams, okay, the well of dream chakra, which is here in the back of the head, is the house of our imagination. And, we talked about this in the 44 challenge, collective challenge coming up. So you're going to get more and more about it. But what I've been revealed in my awakening is this refers to there's some shifts happening in the world chakras, and the well of dream chakra has been revealed to me to be in Scotland, specifically the Loch Ness. So right before I went live, I was told to look up the meaning of Loch Ness because, how often do you look it up? But it means roaring one is what it means. Okay. And so what we're doing is we're collectively undoing the knot. Here we go. Our very first oracle. She's showing her face again. Collectively, we are going through a big change as the divine. There's a shift in the rose, meaning a shift in the divine feminine, and she's undoing the knots of entanglement. So let's go ahead and get our first message. Now look at this. I just noticed we've got Bridget on bottom, which is so characteristic. This is a message for the month of March, by the way, okay? The changes we're going to incur in month of March. So we've got her, and then look at right here. Next card, 432 on the clock, following the steps, following the countdown of shifts that are happening where? On that Egyptian timeline is what we're feeling, my friends. Horus right there, and I am not making this up. Isis right below. Wow. Okay. So And I'm just going to go one step further. If you caught this is for some of you caught the casino, pick three jackpot winning. So I mean, I cannot make these cards up. I did one pre-shuffle. These are all there. We're going to do one shuffle. We're talking about, first of all, when I wrote down March 1st, the words that came in, the numerology is an 11, which means it's an alignment. It's a portal that we're going to be going through. It's an alignment to an activation. And basically what I heard was with the numbers, where did I write it? Well, basically it's balance and the Earth Star Chakra. Balance, Earth Star Chakra, and the magic, okay? So this is actually talking about the Earth Star Chakra, which is our relationship with Mother Earth, okay? So this is letting us know that we're undoing the knots. There's a shift in the rows, okay? This is what's all happening. So let's do one shuffle. And who do we go to? Well, this wants to pop out. So right away, I shuffled to Archangel, or I cut to Archangel Michael. And look at this, all this red energy, right? And then we've got the white eagle, the shaman, okay? So we've got ancestor spirit and trusting in heaven. And isn't this exactly what we're talking about with the Earth Star Chakra? Wow, there is a huge shift happening, and it's because a lot of ancestral lines are being healed. Okay, this is part of that 33. And when I reveal some more of these synchronistic numbers that are coming together, I mean, it's just going to be amazing. All right, so we've done our shuffle. We're going to choose 4 cards. But we're talking about some expansion here, and this makes sense. This really makes sense because we're trailblazing, we're moving, there's some energy moving, we're changing in age, we're collectively, moving from one system to another, so to speak. This is a pathway, it is a cycle. This was meant to be. This is a divine time for all of us to be here, and a great time to receive this message. Your consciousness is expanding. You're understanding the connections between all things. And that's why there's a lot coming together in this conversation today, okay? And much of it is going to be very synchronistic for you. So please let me know. I'm already betting that every single person that comes here, that's drawn here, there is going to be a beautiful synchronicity. Can you put it in the comments? Can you give me a like when that happens? Can you share this video so that more light workers, healers, way showers, more who are awakening every moment can receive this message? It is a timeless message. So when you find it, it is meant for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and see, what is this structure all about? We got Lord Ganesh. Now, what's coming up immediately from this card? We're going to go ahead and do 4 cards. Yeah, infinite abundance. But the word Lord in itself is coming up, as this is really the changing of an epoch. The changing of what was formerly known as my Lord, what was formerly known as, this kind of hierarchy, right? This hierarchy that we've been through. And so this is all attributed to, as we have this pink elephant here, this is all attributed to what? The coming up of, we've got the lotus here, the opening, going through the muck. We've been rising through the muck. We've been alchemizing. And this is a collective message for all of us, y'all. And this is a lot to do with this heart awakening, okay? And look, right away, you can see the trunk is moving to the left. There's been this emphasis on the divine feminine. This is why we're feeling the shift in the rows, okay? And so Lord Ganesh is saying, obstacles have been removed. Oh my gosh. This is so synchronistic with what my experience is. Hold on. I'm just going to be bold because I'm getting pushed to, is it okay to share? It's okay to share because some things I haven't been able to share in my sacred work. But yes, there's this collective portal that's closing related to the spider energy. So that should be synchronistic number 1 for any of you that have come here. There is a removal of the spider energy that is happening. And this is collectively allowing a lot of dense energies, as this energy really entered into humanity on the Egyptian timeline, which is why I thought it was so synchronistic with Horus and Isis coming up together, twin flames coming up in the Keepers of the Light. That's the oracle we're using here. And there are only a handful of twin flame combinations. And I said that at, now 10, 11, 10, 10. Do you see what I'm saying? There's this alignment between a divine counterparts. And this is happening through this awakening. Some is happening within you. It's a divine balance within you. The shift in the rose is the shift in the rose is within every single person, man, woman, animal. Okay. I'm just going to be as bold to say that. And it has to do with, like I said, an alchemy that's happening on the Egyptian timeline. Mother Earth is alchemizing so that we can rise up collectively, right? So she's going through this heart awakening as well. And this obstacle is being removed as we all come from the void, which is really representative of the dark feminine, which is really representative of, the where we all come from, the spark of creativity. And a lot of people believe that it's meant to be in the dark. And I'm telling you that there is an awakening that is going to be happening. And we're going to collectively come into some knowings that really none of this was truly meant to be as some people think it was. Okay. So thank you, Lord Ganesh, for coming up and setting the tone. We're getting a change in our structure, increased awareness. I was literally just saying it as you're stepping into increased awareness, okay, around that crown chakra. Do you see this is the first change? We've got a removal and an opening, an expansion. See how it's like we're being blocked here, okay? And we have a paradigm, we're being blocked, and it's like we have things in the background. This is that collective heart awakening opening that came in last year, the number 33 summit. We're all kind of wrapping this up still, and it's coming to a close, okay? And so this is giving us increased awareness. We're getting messages about what's been happening over this past year. And and this for many of us who resonate with this, and this is going to come forward to be able to pay forward for those 1221, those who are literally flipping the script as we speak, those who are finding their balance in the 33, those who are going from one in collaboration to collaboration with the one. You see, it's all related. And we've been blinded, okay? We've been blinded this whole time. And so, but the eyes, even though I said that, but we are awakening. We are seeing things in a new light. And this is from this alchemy. This is from this connection. What's been removed is basically the barrier, okay? So this is what's really coming in here. And oh my God, is this for real? You guys, I am pretty sure that these are twin flames. Now, I don't want to define that, okay? I'm not going to define the twin flame. I do know one thing about the twin flame. It is a collaboration of some sort. A collaboration for what? For you to have a soul expansion, okay? That's what it is. And let's see. It is, I was like, oh my God, gonna die if that came up. Okay, so we got Bridget, we got Charity, we got Faith, Freya, Holy Amethyst, Hope, Isis and Horus, like we mentioned, Kelly and Shiva, Lady Portia. Okay, not in here. I was like, what? That would have been so cray. Okay, because they're both kind of in that Hindu. But you know what I am seeing? Look at this. Do you see the elephant? Okay, the elephant is the matriarch. It's actually represented. The elephant is always represented by the feminine. That's who carries the line, okay? And look at this. I am literally seeing trident here. And it was interesting. I was having a conversation with a fellow light worker today, and it was like I was getting a picture of the trident in the crown, and literally, look what we're seeing here. Look what we're seeing here. Wow. And then the change. Are you noticing? Are you seeing it? Okay. So that's really so cool for what I'm trying to get across here from what I've seen. And holy cow, let's go big. We've got Master Jesus coming in. We've got this blue energy. We've got forgiveness, really stepping into this authenticity. And this is what's allowing us to unlock the well of dreams collectively, using that imagination, letting it wash over and nourish ourselves, and allowing this new radiance to come through. Okay, do you see that golden radiance? This is what's washing over us. And a lot, and of course, this has been started. This has been in the works. Okay, this has been in the works since Jesus' time. He is one of the ascended masters. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father healing is possible at this time. Father healing of the Lord. Now, one of my friends, Corolla, shout out Corolla. I was talking about, because I'm raised Catholic, and interchangeably in the Bible, you see the word Lord. I do not use the word Lord anymore. I use the word my heavenly Father, because if when you come into some perspective, into some knowings, if you start reading the Bible using the word Lord, you will see there's a different connotation, and it actually is representing a different person. Okay, so I think that's really interesting. And all together we have, and this is really, oh my gosh, so beautiful, because actually what we've been collectively enduring for so long is the opening of Pandora's box. The opening of Pandora's box, right? What happened there? Zeus filled the box with all the titans, all the hardship, all the hard stuff, right? And he was the god, the leader of the gods, but he put one thing in that box. And do you know what he put in there? He put in a sprite, a fairy, one little fairy, and that fairy represented hope. And this is what the box has been opened all this time, and we've been muddling through collectively, everybody taking turns, everybody doing so much different work on different lifetimes. And you see, this has taken a lot of collaboration, okay? But we are rising from the muck. Look at this. Not only are we rising, we are unfolding, literally unfolding. This is such a beautiful, beautiful representation of the new structure that we are going into with the Christ consciousness. Okay. So it's like we're phasing out. It's like we're pushing out what was. We're opening up. We're coming into our knowings. We're stepping through the door of Christ consciousness. And it's literally changing who the divine feminine is. Look at how wide awake we are. Do you see the roaring? Remember, we looked up Loch Ness, and it meant roaring one. So it's just like, do you feel that here? I feel the peace. I feel the peace. I feel the center. I feel this energy, I feel this diamond, the diamond in the rough, right? This unfolding. And we're getting these three blossoms here. We're getting the balance, which is what we talked about. This is what we're talking about. Angel 921 again is coming through. And look at you guys. Oh my goodness. So many correlations to the pearl. I cannot even stop it. The number 13 keeps coming in. And in fact, 3-1 is the flip of the script. You see? So we're going through this flip of the script, and we're stepping into this queen energy, which is represented by the pearl. The pearl is the epitome of stepping into the queen, the queendom of our elemental elevation of our elemental energies. Okay? Beautiful. So we've got amethyst. So maybe amethyst is calling to you. There's 4 crystals here. You're being encouraged to grid 2 crystals. One taking the energy away, one to bring the energy in. Okay. So all you do is I'm going to show each one of you this. So on each pile. So you're going to get it by the time we're done. But basically, you grab some selenite, you choose what you want to grid, you surround it with 6 clear crystal points, okay? It's very affordable to get. And then you can take your hand, or you can take another crystal point, and you can turn it. You set an intention, and you can turn it, And the intention can be for my highest good, I activate this grid. And if you turn to the right, okay, you're bringing that energy in. Okay, so just kind of look at it going to the right, right, lefty loosey, right? Righty tighty. Okay, so actually that's the other way around. So follow that advice. Okay, so we're going to do one in each direction. Now, amethyst allows these energies. We've kind of been on a ride. It's been really hard. It allows you to ground. It helps with your mental body, but more than anything, it allows you to bond with your higher self. Okay, and that allows you to bring in more feelings of detachment. It allows you to close the gap of who you are and you know what I mean, the shift, the leap in between. Okay, so let's go ahead and move to our next Freedom Within Oracle. Oh, welcome here. I feel that so deeply. I turned 31 on 3.3, the flip of the script. Love that. Also personal year number 4. Okay, well, I'm so happy you're here. And this is just such a beautiful message, and it's resonating. And I said, you may not have heard it, but I said, every single person that's going to come here is going to find synchronicities. Okay. So maybe the synchronicity here we go. See that flip of the script? I was just talking about 13. There's the 31. Okay. Metatron's coming in here with all this golden alchemy. There's been all this alchemy. And this is what's leading to the shift, like literal shift, but it's happening for all of us. Okay. We've got a structure shift that's happening. It's in the works. It was meant to be. And this is why we have this beautiful message from Archangel Ariel letting us know. She represents that a dream chakra in my number system, that is the 8th chakra. This is where we can shed that shadow self. And there's this interesting note that's coming up right now that I've heard, and this is all coming together, is that collectively as all of us who are here, humans, all of us who are here, we have all reached the seventh dimension. You can't come here unless you've been to that. So this is why it's such a big deal. We're trailblazing beyond. We're going into the waters we haven't seen before. They are crystallizing and they are nourishing the rest of our communication system. Okay. So we've got this switch going on, and, it's just beautiful. If you look at all of these different ones that he's holding, all these different shapes. Okay, we've got the pine, we've got the Merkaba, which trust me is coming in big time. Okay, so we're going to do 3 shuffles. Oh my God, this is so awesome, because I was mentioning that the animal wisdom of the horse, we don't have our feet on the ground. We really just have to keep our heart open and surrender. Just look at how he's following listening to his ancestors, listening to his guides, his angels, asking them for the guidance, right? Keeping himself rooted. Do you see all this pink or red? I'm saying pink because it's like red energy, but all this white together creates the pink, that higher heart activation that we're collectively going through. Okay, you are protected, but there's this, remember, hay is for horses. We're at this collective stall. Just know that this is for you. Our feet are going to go on the ground here really soon. This is the magic that's at hand. Okay, this is the magic that a lot of us are not noticing, but we're being carried. We're being carried through this. Many of you are being carried in a way. It's kind of like Scooby-Doo vision, right? It's just like, there's more going on, and all of us are experiencing this in different ways. And it has to do with your collective journey. All of us have different journeys. Each journey is unique, and yet at the same point in time, collectively, we're going through a lot of this together. It's just our view is different. Our combinations are different. So what we have here is rose quartz. Okay. Now, rose quartz, right away you're thinking, oh, love. Okay. And yes, it is. It is a beautiful, warm, compassionate energy. But at the same point in time, the real purpose of rose quartz is all about, and if you're just finding me here, I'm like the attunement crystal lady. Like I teach a class on how to put these in your chakras and to how to open up your communication system to the cosmos. Like that's my quantum healing that this whole journey has led to. So if you're like, what is she talking about? You can see I shared a video about that. So check that out. But rose quartz, it's found in every single chakra actually. Every single chakra gets rose quartz and it pairs with carnation. And carnation is literally coming up. Here's some channeled messages with this. Okay, we've done one cut. I'm gonna save that for just a moment. Okay, we're gonna come back to that in just a moment. So we've got that one cut, and I just love the synchronicity of this as that animal wisdom is coming up. Yeah, the shape shifting is over. Okay, the shape shifting is over. Another 7. Okay, are you seeing this? Another 7, y'all. Another 7. And it's like immediately I'm looking at the vulture. We're going through this rebirth, the feminine, a rebirth, a renewal. It's like we're getting rid of the attitude. Okay, we're getting rid of the shape shifting. This is representing the Mayan timeline to me. And the Mayan timeline actually has a lot of really interesting energy that's very similar to the Egyptian timeline, actually. And so there's a lot of alchemy happening on those timelines, okay? And it's affecting all of us, of course, because we're multidimensional, aren't we? Here we go, third cut. Archangel Gabriel is sounding his trumpet and he's letting us know this is a collective wrapping up. This is the vibration of the 10. Thank you, Archangel Gabriel. The doves are coming in. There's an olive branch. There's this alchemy, silver and gold, this element of like friendship and peace and harmony. Oh my gosh. This is so gorgeous. And we're getting this with these numbers 28. The numbers talk to me so much. We're collaborating with what abundance truly is. What abundance truly is. I'm holding a rose quartz right now. Oh my gosh, I have full goosebumps when you say that. Freedom Within Oracle. Also, I've watched all your videos. My angels guides truly meditate to your channels. They resonate deeply on a soul level. Oh, I am so grateful to meet you. Thank you. Because a lot of this is just really um, stepping into my, all of it, all the stuff, right? And this is very grounding for me. So, like, I am so grateful that it resonates with you because it resonates with me too. I learn, we all learn. There she is. Hey, Nicoletta. Okay, we all learn. It's just amazing. So, Archangel Gabriel is sounding off the trumpet, okay, and letting us know, y'all, we got a message for you, and I'm about to deliver it in a moment, but we got one more cut. The number 14, this is the shift at hand. It's really going to be more carefree. Now, I know you're looking at her and it's like, oh my God, she's so multitasking, carrying the baby, doing this, her angel wings, she's flying, she knits, she's fashionable, she's got a lipstick just right. Okay. But really, what the message here from this particular card is all about the creativity and the naturalness of all the things that we feel in our heart are naturally just going to expand. Okay. And she's got this opal wings here. This is what speaks to me so much here. And this opal with the fire, the spark of our fire, our divine feminine, the orange color in the sacral is the spark of our desire. And when you take that spark of your desire and you allow that flame to rise, right? You feel that flame. What's happening, and that's what these wings are showing with the opal, there's an expansion. There's an expansion with opal. And so this is what this card is showing you. It's like, even though you feel blinded, even though you feel right now like you've been on a ride and like, you can't even remember what you did 10 minutes ago. I feel you here. I do. It's like there's this expansion. And look at, she doesn't have her feet on the ground yet. So there's like, we are in the air. We're in the air right now. Okay. We've got those feet off the ground. And that's because there's a collective shift happening. The Earth Star chakra is shifting for us all. It's happening for Mother. And so therefore it happens to all of us, as we are all creations from her. Okay. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now let's see who's going to come forward. Just one card's going to come forward. But before it does, Archangel Ariel is the one who brought in this message. And isn't it lovely that she wanted me to use the oracle with her picture on the front? Thank you, Archangel Ariel. You are so gorgeous. And like I said, she represents that imagination, okay, of the Well of Dream chakra. She let me know about the shift of the rose, okay? But this is what was interesting. The rose quartz came in, and I was telling you in my combinations, when I use the attunements, there's always a crystal this alchemizes the energy that comes towards us, and it's paired with a plant medicine, which alchemizes the energy that leaves us, so that it just turns into this really pure frequency that we're giving back and forth and exchanging with others. I mean, that is the point of this class. And when I was like, oh, carnation, I was given a message. Carnation, like literally hyphenated, like, do you see? Carnation. And then I heard Merkaba. And then get this. This was before this whole message kind of came together. I love the magic. It's so beautiful. I love sharing it with you. If you only knew how it all came together, it's so gorgeous. But then I heard, okay, bear with me because this is really hilarious. Then I heard, get in my belly, from Fat Bastard from, oh my God, what's the name of that movie? My husband just told me earlier, but you know what I'm talking about. That Wayne, oh my God, what is the name? Michael Myers movie. What is the name of that movie? It's going to bother me. Get in my belly, fat bastard. Well, get this, fat bastard. And then I was shown right after that, fat bastard is Scottish, isn't he? Yes, he is, as they showed him in this kilt. And I just loved how that all came together. And so I had that vision of fat bastard in his kilt. And then we had the Well of Dreams. And it's all really kind of fits together with the beginning of the message, okay? So we're talking here. And when I show you the activation, you're going to die because it has everything to do with the Merkaba. All right. So who is bringing us a message? Well, it's coming from the freeze. It's coming from the freeze. It's coming from the trident. It's coming from what we are alchemizing, right? Remember the trident stuck in the crown, blocking the connection, the Lord's blocking the connection. There's been a collective freeze, a collective stall. So let's see. She has been showing her face. And what does she represent? She represents balance. Okay? This is so, excuse me, crazy. I love it. Let's go ahead. She's got something more. She has been popping up, you guys, like cray. So we're getting another sacral chakra, number 12. Okay? Number 12. She's walking her steps. We've got the orange ray here, the sacral chakra. Sacral chakra. We're talking about creativity, passion, intimacy, sexuality, happiness, motivation, pleasure, fertility, adaptability, generosity. When we're talking about crystals, we're talking about association with carnelian, orange calcite, amber, which I love because I think when we got this card last, I was singing 311, remember? I'm pretty sure. And it was like, amber is the color of your energy. Oh, right? Beautiful. So we've got that. And look at this Mexican fire opal. Mexican fire opal. Remember what we just talked about? And sunstone, which is in this reading. So that might be something you're drawn to. Wow. I knew there was a reason I was reading that. Okay, here we go. And no surprise, because opal is my birthstone. I am a Libra. Okay, we're talking about balance. All right, literally the scales is coming in. All right, and so this is the archangel. She's coming forward here in this, talking about our carnation, talking about how we can, activate and work this Merkaba, how the shift in the rose. She's letting us know about the shift in the rose. And her message is human beings have an innate need to interact with others. I will help bring balance to your love life and relationships. And above all, have a good relationship with yourself. Beautiful. She's known as the keeper. The keeper. I love the connection because the first oracle was the keepers of the light. The angels chose all this for me with pendulum, okay? So it comes in so beautiful. That's what makes it so magical. The keepers of divine balance, and she's associated with intimate partnerships and is shown here to be half man and half woman. She happens to be a Russian circus performer. And isn't that interesting? Because, this message is for all of us collectively and everything. And aren't we on a tightrope with the whole Russian, all the things happening in Russia right now? Isn't that the biggest thing that's really kind of affecting the balance for a lot of people? Okay. Got a lot of people feeling in the air, not really knowing, really keeping that fear tactic on our planet, right? And so collectively, we're having a change here. Let's see. We want to read a little bit more about her. She can help you recognize and heal imbalanced partnerships. Okay. Um, a true soulmate relationship is uplifting, supportive, fair, and loving. If a conflict or a dysfunction occurs, it should lead to growth and understanding. And I love that we're bringing this up, okay? Because what's been happening in my own personal message, I've been married for almost 30 years. Shout out to my hubby Bobby, okay? I know he's my divine counterpart, and I'm going to tell you what, this has teeter-tottered on both sides, many, many moons on both sides, okay? And I am saying that some of you resonate with the message that this is within you, but some of us, many of you who have come here, it is not only within you, but it is literally with another person. And this has occurred going back to where I started, because in Egypt, there was a split, like literally a split of some souls. Not all, but some. Okay. And so this is the coming together of those souls to really help the earth ascend in such a way that none have seen before. Okay. So let's kind of leave it there. Back to this. I was mentioning the rose quartz pairs with the carnation, but what I didn't mention is that, everyone thinks it's about love, but really the rose quartz is all about doing one thing. You know what it does? It eats fear. It eats fear. And so, if this is calling to you, you're being called to grid this, okay? You're being called to choose two different crystals. It might have been the amethyst and it might be the rose. There's so many combinations. You can grid it by just grabbing a piece of selenite. You don't have to have it, but this keeps it going, okay? Selenite to keep your crystal clear, 6 points around. Turn it to the right if you want to make it righty-tighty at the house and take energy out. So we're removing fear. So you could remove the fear with the rose quartz, and then you have an additional grid to get the balance in your home and the balance affecting everybody, and you bring in the mental stability in, okay, by going to the left. Do you see? One righty tighty, one lefty loosey. Together, the crystals work together to help achieve balance and help you get those feet on the ground. Okay? You can also, if you feel called, check out, there's a couple attunements. The amethyst rose attunement is on my playlist. So if you're really feeling out of balance, it helps you immediately. I encourage you to go there. Okay? I really do. I know everybody is feeling this energy in so many different ways. Okay? All right. So thank you to the archangels for this beautiful message. They want to teach us. They're bringing all this up because they want to teach us to keep in balance, okay? As we continue to ascend, there's all kinds of ways of working with the all, the crystals, the plants, the animals, which is pretty much really what I talk about, okay? Really coming in to agreement with the all. All right, here we go. This is going to be wild. I'm a little nervous about this. I'm going to be honest. Why? I'm going to tell you why. Because normally, when I am showing an activation, the gateway of the light activation, normally I'm showing like one activation or it's happening. But what the angels want me to show you today is that this is for March, okay? This is collectively where we're going in the month of March. We've got a shift in the rose. We've got lapis lazuli. Look at how beautiful these colors. I was like, wow, how synchronistic with everything we're seeing in the background. Okay, so lapis lazuli pairs with iris, which is known as what? The bearded lady. Okay, and I'm bringing this up for purpose because it's representing this Merkaba, this coming together. If you look at what the Merkaba is, which we're going to show you because it's in these cards. Okay, here's the Merkaba. It's the coming together of the masculine and the feminine, okay? And it's a coming together in the 3D. Like it's like what we just showed. It's like 3D-ish. It's all the way around, okay? And so this is really being represented by this lapis lazuli, the healing stone. This really nourishes you in so many ways. It is a powerful, powerful healing stone, is lapis lazuli. And Austin Powers, I'm going to go back and watch all the video right now after it ends. Yeah, I know, fat bastard. I was like, what the heck? It's just kind of tying everything together. And so, yeah, lapis lazuli is just look at this beautiful colors, right? And it's really helps bring you into that authenticity. It's a really calming, beautiful crystal. So you might feel called to use this, especially if this message that I'm about to share with you really resonates. Okay. So I'm going to kind of I'm going to go down here and I'm going to show you because what happened is I was getting ready for this. I didn't even know I was getting ready for this. Okay, I really didn't. This morning I was sitting at my desk. I was doing my sacred routine that I do every morning. And I told you, I thought it was March 1st, like literally. Showed you my notebook, right? And that usually when I see that, when I have like a number 11 or a 10, is usually like, oh, it's time to share an insight. And so I said, are we sharing an insight today, which is meaning oracle? And I'm getting yes. Okay. So as I'm kind of assimilating, I knew I had 3 decks. And as I'm sitting down with the first 3 decks, okay, all of a sudden I have an image come into my mind of that Merkaba. So when I channeled what I just showed you about the carnation, how it was separated, carnation. And look at that. All of us getting in our car, all of us collectively getting in that Merkaba and shifting to a different timeline. I immediately thought of these cards. Immediately. And then I was shown to add it and then shown to add it in a very unique way. I opened up the cards and started flipping through and literally just was like, oh yeah, I have to have you. I have to have you. And was drawn to 9 cards. And I meant to share them with you in this particular order. Okay. So I'm going to go down here because this is the common 9 spread. And this is going to, especially for those of you that do Oracle yourself, this is going to give you some messages yourself. So we're going to start here with the Orion activation, supernova, recreation, renewal, rebirth by the light. Now, I love this because on the last couple oracles, especially if you tuned in to the 777 jackpot oracle, I could not get away from the supernova. Remember, we were talking about, if you were there, double confirmation, those numbers were for you, is like this coming to this blowing up of the star and the scatter. And this is really what was coming up. And this blowing up of the star is what has been removed for us, what has changed, how we're getting rid. Something is becoming unfrozen. It's allowing us to step into our true crown, our true grace. And this is allowing for us to go through a long-awaited portal. Now, I do think it's interesting that we have Orion here because I'm being led right away. It makes me think of the gods. And Orion kind of has a history with Gaia, okay? Well, if you didn't know, that Orion actually is with, I forget, I think it might have been, it's one of the gods. There was a relationship, and Gaia was jealous. She was jealous of her sister with this relationship. And it led to, is it Artemis? I believe it's Artemis. It led to Artemis shooting her own love. So it's a very complicated love story. And aren't we experiencing the same thing? Okay, aren't we experiencing the same thing? And so we literally look at Orion's belt here, okay? And it's letting us know supernova, big giant change, a portal we shall walk through. And this is what we're going through. Okay, then after that, we have, and Nicoletta, truth be told, I'm going to do a shout out to Nicoletta because she's got KK Intuitive. She's an incredible oracle. We tag back and forth. And I'm going to share after this, Nicoletta, your latest oracle. And look at how similar this is to pile number 1, which I have to tell you, I already watched pile number 3. And yeah, I was led back to do number 1. Number 1 and 3, 13. Isn't that funny? So this really reminded me of that. But this is what's showing us is like we're walking through this portal, and then we have this purification process that's happening. Okay, and we've been getting this information. The chamber of the violet flame, karmic release, radical transformation, which is why we're on the horse this week, y'all. Okay, which is why we're on the horse. Okay, I'm going to go back down here because these actually talk to each other. Then we've got the halls of learning. I love this because this connects with the message literally that I shared just the other day with the runes. The ancestors came in and literally said, the divine, oh my God, remember, this is so crazy, you guys. This is just so nuts. Literally, the runes said, the message literally said, the divine feminine are being taken by their angels to the halls of learning, okay? So this is really what's happening for a lot of soul families. This first transgression, this is happening. This is really the layout for the month of March, okay? So this is kind of like the pathway. Then also showed its face in that activation. This is actually leading to a sacred healing in the sacral chakra, okay? This is happening for all of us, for Mother Earth and for all of us, which is leading to this huge spark, this huge expansion that we were talking about, okay? This coming into, and if you're not already taking notes, I'm just going to guess it's happening to you too, that like downloads after downloads are starting to come in because you're learning so much, okay? And the best way to learn is to write it down. Once you write things down in the journal, once you put it in ink, again, I was talking to a friend today, it's like it's up in your head until you put it in ink, and then it's here. It's a manifestation, okay? So that's coming from the ethers. That's your sacral chakra. That's your spark. Your creative spark is taking that. It wants to come down and bring that here into the manifestation. Sacral chakra, tenderness, sensuality, okay? And really just feeling all of this and really just enjoying this ride, okay? Because what I've been understanding the angels really want us to know is we have endured enough heartache. We have endured enough chaos, war, you know, so much darkness. And I'm not saying everything's going to switch all the way around, okay? But what I'm trying to say, there's definitely a change of the guards happening. There's definitely a huge change, okay? And this is what it's all related to. All right? There's that Earth Star activation, okay? There's that Merkaba. There's that skeleton in the closet really feeling. I mean, can you not feel this Egyptian timeline here? I mean, it's just written here. Like the mummy, the Isis energy, the rising of something to the light to be witnessed, to do what? To be cleared so that you can shift, so that you can jump in that Merkaba. And this is literally what I saw earlier today. And being very vulnerable with my own journey. And I literally saw my fairy self jump into my Merkaba after being split from the spider energy. And I believe that this is happening for so many of us. Okay, I just know it because it's look at ancestors. It's ancestrally related. We're anchoring, grounding action, Isis energy. Okay, and it's like we're rising and we're waking up and it's like trying to put our foot on the ground, but it's like we don't really know where we are yet, if that makes any sense. Okay, then I'm hearing Australia from the Lions King. Oh my gosh. We're talking about union. We're talking about alchemy. We're talking about full circle. We're talking about radiation. We're talking about penetration. I'm hearing, oh my, okay. We've got Merkaba, transcendence, ascension. You are rising. We are all rising. Not only are we lightening of the load, why? Because this dense energy is coming to the light. The alchemy, the gold, the light is a feather. You know what's coming up here? On the scales, okay, this Libra energy with the scales, the feather and the heart. The heart is light as a feather. We're lightening the load, which is just allowing the grasp. They cannot grasp. Do you see? The darkness cannot grasp the energy. It has served its purpose. It's time to soar into the light. Okay? Here we go. 3 more. Oh, there's almost so many cards I can't even put them together. Okay, next. Oh my goodness. I saw these earlier today, but I haven't seen them. Look at this progression. So this Merkaba, this union, this explosion, this unification, what this does now, as happens to the Earth Star chakra, must happen to what? The Soul Star chakra. Okay? And look at the change here. Do you see? Oh my God, you guys. Do you see the Isis and the Horus energy? Double confirmation. This is the second time this twin flame counterpart combination has shown its face. And this is associated with our root chakra. This is what allows us to feel safe. This is what allows us to feel authentic. Okay? And look at this energy. Wow. So as happens below, happens above, even in our own chakra system. And so as we have this collective Earth Star chakra, it's like the rainbow. It connects to the soul star and it affects the soul star. And look what that does. It allows our channel to open. It allows our connection to the hawk energy. It allows us to understand messages in a more clear fashion. Okay? It allows the energy to come in a little easier with a little less resistance. Okay? Beautiful. I mean, this is just gorgeous. Now look at, I see a connection here. Do you see her rib cages here? Okay, which I want to remind you, do we have that Indian still here? Where is he? Remember the Indian that had the bone, the bison bone? See, I'm connecting all the different oracles. The bison covering, the sacrifice of the bison, the ox, okay, as it will be. And it's like the work. And then look at here. It's like from those is how it's like it's creating the hawk. Do you see? I'm just seeing this translate together. Like it's a transformation, it's a new connection, and it's lifting up. It looks to me to be a change in the structure, crystalline structure. Wow. Then this wanted to be shown. Which one? Hold on, I gotta look. The order, okay, look at this one, you guys. The order of the, gonna mess it up, sorry. Melchizedek, embraced by light, mission uncovered, don't give up. Do you know what this is down here? Do you know what this is? Okay, let's just see. Hold on tight for a second. As I'm going through, look at Ariel's right underneath that uncovering. There's Archangel Ariel. Wow. Okay, so the reason I'm back in here is because who has been popping up like crazy is our grandpa. Is that energy, the grandpa of the oracle. Where is he? Hold on, I gotta show you. There he is. Look what his name is. Oh, that's the next one. The order of, do you see this combination? They are related. Spiritual alchemy, being able to create from the ethers and bring it down and manifest it in the earth. This is available to all who follow the call, especially into the next 44 activation, which I'm getting will start in May. You can get some information about that on previous oracle, the one with the drawing with the rabbit, or I shall say the hare on front. So I just thought that this was like crazy. Okay. So I love that. And then lastly, the number 9, what are we really healing here? We're really healing the Lemurian timeline, the Venetian energy. We're really healing. The crystals are coming in to help us to heal, to help us to step into our sacred knowledge. And this is representing the Lemurian timeline, which for me comes in as your sacral chakra. That is our divine feminine. That is how she's affected. And and what basically the spider energy has done is blocked us from our natural vibrations, turned us into something. So this transformation that we're talking about, my friends, is to who we truly are, Okay. So that is what wanted to be shared there. And I anticipate that in the month of March, I will be doing some shorts on each of these activations. So keep watch for that, as this is information for March. We've got just a little bit more to share, and then it's time to let you go. The last thing I was meant to share there with the activation is I heard 2 by 2. Okay. We did 2 by 2. And then I heard love connection. And then there's a song that came in. Oh, it's a new day. It's a new dawn. And I'm feeling good. Bottom. Okay. So if that message is resonating with you and you want to bring in the energy of the lapis lazuli to encourage you with this expansion, stepping into this authenticity, then maybe this is the crystal that's coming up for you. Okay. Now, this is really beautiful. We have one more oracle message coming through, and this is all about what I just shared with you, the 2 by 2. This is specifically talking about a love connection, okay? And I love this. I pre-shuffled before. I've got the cosmic egg. This is that expansion I was talking about, that blowing apart. This is where we are. We don't have our feet on the ground because it's like everything has scattered right now. Look at the crystal. I mean, this was chosen prior, y'all, before I even shuffled. I shuffled right before, okay? This is just a pre-shuffle, but look at this. This is sunstone, okay? So right away, if this synchronicity, I know, right, girl? Beautiful cards coming through here. If this is talking to you already, oh my God, right? So sunstone is a beautiful, I love the combination that it comes in for me. It pairs with sunflower, okay? Sunflowers, this is coming up. Sunflowers, of course, they follow the sun. I've been talking a lot about Archangel Uriel using the sun to help you to release all this scattered energy. A lot of us, it's getting stuck in our light bodies, okay? So your light body wants, it's like this cosmic egg, the unmanifest. It wants to have this renewal. So this is what I keep referring to in the sun. So if you can grid this in your home, that'll assist you in doing so. This is a very masculine like energy, okay? But the sunstone, what I'm being called to share with you is the sunstone is one of 3 in my class. It's a series of 30 attunement combinations. One of them is this one. And there are 4 combinations that come together and they create shields to your actual chakra system. Okay. So that's one thing. Sunstone paired with citrine, paired with magnetite, pyrite, and aeolite. The 4 of them together create shields for our throat chakra, for our solar plexus, and the layers of the aura. Okay. So that's huge. But also, when this pairs with different, it boosts. There are certain combinations that you can put together and they boost each other. Okay, so for instance, right away, if you did this, okay, one energy to this and you did the rose quartz, this is a booster because it's a quartz. So all quartz, well, not all quartz, but rose quartz as amethyst also is a quartz. Okay, these will actually boost the effectiveness of the sunstone. Okay, so that's coming up with purpose for y'all. So literally here is where I got the message 2x2 grid. Choose 2, and then I was told to teach you how. So if you're just checking in, piece of selenite, whatever you're led to, okay, and then you put that 6, you put 6 clear points, and then you activate it with another point going to the right to take the energy out, and another grid going to the left left, Lucy. I am reversing this. I'm so sorry. When you go to the left, you're making it loose, which means the energy is leaving. When you go to the right, you're making it tight and you're bringing the energy in. Okay. But doing 2 of them helps them to achieve what? Balance. Okay. And this balance spreads throughout your home and, assists you at this time. Okay. In March, because, we still have this coming together. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. We've got the red-tailed hawk. There's the red-tailed hawk, kind of like just sitting there showing us its face. Messenger. Gabriel. Remember, we had Gabriel. Double impact on the messages coming in like crazy. Make sure you journal them. Make sure, because here, this silver energy, there's this conduction, okay, that's happening. Oh, that's your main spirit animal. Beautiful. And look at this. The muse. Oh my goodness. I am feeling this in so many ways. The Pegasus, the imagination, bursting to the scenes, the horse that's carrying us. Wow. That is gorgeous. That is gorgeous for sure. Okay, hold on. There's another. You guys would laugh at me because I have all these little Post-it notes. All right, so I shared that one. Where did I put this message? Okay. I know it's 2 by 2, but there is another message here. Okay. Before I show our 2 cards, okay, what I want to do is to tell you one last thing. All of this came together right before I went live to tell me that I was supposed to define Loch Ness, okay? Because, like I said at the beginning, it's kind of like going full circle. This is where we started. At the beginning of this oracle, I was sharing to you that not recently, quite some time ago, it was shown to me that the Loch Ness monster, that particular where the Loch Ness monster is supposed to be, right, is the well of dreams for Mother Earth. And that happens to be in Scotland. Okay, now I shared already that it is a Celtic word. Okay, it is a Celtic word going back to the not being undone. Okay, is a Celtic word meaning the roaring one. Okay, and when you look up the Loch Ness, you will find out a couple things that stood out that I wanted to share. Some numbers here. Did you know that that particular the that lake, okay, which is called the River Ness, that lake is 22 miles square feet wide. It is 755 deep. So it's like master builder number by magic and the double shift, okay? The 55 that keeps coming in. And it is surrounded by 9 villages. We literally just did those 9 activation cards for March. And we were getting 3-1 collective portal will close. The very first time the word Loch Ness was used ever in print was in 1933, which was showing me, it was speaking to me because the 19 is a 10, closing of the portal, 1 with the healing, closing the portal, closing of the 33 initiation. Just gorgeous. So even though March is going to feel a little crazy, it's already been revealed. There's a little bit of break there, okay? Before you decide if you choose, you have free will to go into the next collective awakening, which is the 44. Okay, so we've got that Pegasus on bottom. Let's go ahead and cut. Wow. Let's go back full circle. Holy moly. We've got, this is just letting us know this is what's going on. We're stepping into this crown and it's an expansion because of that Neptune, that fork. I'm really kind of getting, this is what I've been getting as trident, the trident. And it's like it's turned. It's like we're not seeing. And it's like there's this opening of the gates. There's this shift, a collective shift that's happening. We're taking the trident out of the crown, and it's going to open up the floodgates, if you will. Open up the floodgates, if you will, to the mer people, to the mer, to the it's where the mer people reside. It is, and it nourishes everything, including our elemental connection. And look at this faith and bliss and activation, getting to the center of that crown is just really beautiful. I love that. So we've got 2 cards. The ancestors are here. They're letting us know that this is affecting all of us. All of us. Again, it's been revealed to me that when this healing, what we are feeling, is not just affecting 7 generations, my friends. It is literally affecting 77 generations that have already gone by and to continue to affect a collective 204 generations of humanity on Earth. This is affecting everybody. Okay. And so this is coming up to let us know that, to see how this genetic imprint, how this divine combination, how just one union can create all of this. Imagine a collective unification. Okay, are you seeing how we can change the face of the earth? Like literally? Wow. Okay, we've got the barred owl here. Inner listening. Inner listening. We've got all of these cards that have been shown. Every single one of them is showing what's happening. Okay, that there's a lot happening at night. It was actually in this order. Okay, so this is confirmation on the bottom. It's like this combination is what's leading to this expansion in this crown. Okay, and it's like this ancestral work that so many people have been working on in this heart chakra activation. You know, it goes down and it goes through that file cabinet, your treasure chest. You're going through and you're alchemizing all this alchemy, and it really is affecting, thousands and thousands and thousands of people, y'all. Okay, it really, really is. And so the borrowed owl is here, and there's a message here. So let's go ahead and go in here. All right. When I was bringing all these cards up, I like to show this is the this deck. Every single card I'm grabbing is the dark, but let me tell you, it's even. There we go. Pegasus has the white background. Okay. And so this is letting us know so much is happening behind the scenes. So much is happening. We're not aware of it, but that doesn't mean it's not happening, right? And at the same point in time, this is in the stars. This was always meant to be. This is a divine plan. This is why it is such a beautiful time to be alive. So let's go to, it's so funny. I went right to that crown chakra. So let's go ahead. We're meant to share a little bit here. What my friend Joanna is showing you in this beautiful oracle. This is a 512 eight-pointed stars. 512 eight-pointed stars form a petal-like shapes, reminiscent of the thousand-petal lotus, symbolic of the crown or the seventh chakra. It is where bliss abides. Now she calls it the seventh chakra, but in the 13 chakras, it's actually the 11th, okay? The alignment, the pituitary gland. Now the crown chakra, I'm sorry, is number 12. And isn't that funny? Because we're talking about balance. We're talking about balance, which is a vibration of the 12. Okay? So I just thought that was funny that I turned right to that. She's got a quote here that I'm noticing. Follow your bliss, and you will be met with the support of 1,000 unseen hands. What? Those are handprints, fingerprints. Wow. Okay. Let's go, Joanna. I love this. I'm so connected to this because I do know her. And so this is the beautiful emergence oracle. If you feel that it is sell on Etsy, okay. And this is what we're talking about, the coming together of different light workers, collaboration, working together to share the messages. And isn't this funny? Page 22, another 22, what? All right, page 22. And that's how crazy it is. It's happening so much. I'm like, oh my God, I'm just like synchronicity, synchronicity, synchronicity. This is kind of what's been happening. And I'm like, Michelle, you got to chill out. So this is really helping me chill out today. I've been very high. The vibration has been very high. Okay, sorry, but it took us to the barn owl. We want the barred owl, which is on page 22, and I'm on page 20. All right, so let's go. I'm going to read this for you. The barred owl, inner sight, discernment, protection, sacred knowledge, seeing in the dark. Wow. Named for the bar-like stripes on its feathers, the barred owl is an omen of protection. These mysterious creatures of myth and lore enchant us in their ways. They fly almost silently at speeds of greater than 40 miles per hour. And that's, 4 usually means structure, 0 is like the divine, guided by the divine. So this is just showing this fast moving energy that's helping us to get our feet back on the floor. They can and they can carry prey more than twice their body weight. When clinched, their talons require a force of 28 pounds to open. That's the second time we've gotten the number 28, just saying. At ease in the darkness and night, owls have many supernatural abilities that point towards the practice of discernment and inner listening. With three eyelids, there's that balance, symbolic of the third eye, they remind us that we too have the ability to discern and know the truth within us, even when it feels like we're navigating in the dark. It can initially be confusing to discern which inner voice is the one of intuition and where false stories or limited thinking patterns may play out. Yet, with practice, honesty, and humility, we begin to develop a sense of strength, confidence, and trust in our inner guidance that empowers our soul's truthful, authentic expression. Creating enough space to see the story we're actually telling ourselves about a situation is the first step in the art of discernment. And we're being shown to observe, to observe. The owl invites you to become the observer. Okay? Wow. So this was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful oracle brought in by Archangel Ariel. I hope that you love it. Yeah, something about Poseidon. That's what I've been getting. I was getting the trident in my reading today also. Oh my goodness. And the trident is what I think of immediately. I keep coming to Pandora's box, okay? And the stories, all these stories I've left behind, the stories are meant they're like breadcrumbs, right? They lead us, okay? But it's like they lead us to knowings. I mean, all these writings and all these stories are literally creations in themselves, sparks of the sacral. So what I'm coming to here is when you go into that heart awakening, it's healing the divine feminine, and so many people have done it. It's collectively embodying into the earth. And we go down into that treasure chest, which is the Earth Star chakra, which I lovingly refer to as the black flame. And this is really like the black sun, Zeus. Zeus and his brother Poseidon. There's three of them: Zeus, Poseidon, and I'm forgetting the other one. And what they do is they rise against their father, and Cerberus, and they lock him away. Not Cerberus. I'm forgetting all the names. It's okay. It's not important. It's just part of the story. And so yes, Poseidon was part of putting the way of their father. And this to me is really related to what's happening in Egypt. The fallen, which to me has been always been shown as galactics, higher up galactics. Now, this is not to judge, but a certain race came down and came through and, really kind of decided to feed off of the energy that we had here. And so they created this split. And now it's a time of coming together. And it's a time for this energy that has held us down. It's time for this energy to go bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. Okay. It's time. It's time for us to get this lift off. And so that's why we're getting all this energy. So yeah, that Poseidon is kind of like that freezing. It's the Neptune energy. That's what I keep seeing. Neptune. This all translates to different planets. It's all communication of the same thing, right, y'all? Embodying the God self in a way. Yeah, for sure. Stepping into, stepping into our individuality, realizing that we are made in God's image. We are made in our heavenly Father's image, and that we're not all the same. That we're all a unique perspective and a unique thumbprint. Together, we come together to create something pretty magical. But we all have our uniqueness, and it's like once you discover this uniqueness, and it's like this allows us to really comprehend the bigger expansion of what it means to plug into the power of all. And this is what the crystals and the animals and the plants are just really wanting to come forward about. They've been shouting it from the mountaintops for so long. We're finally coming into a time where we hear them, where we hear them. Okay? So I hope this message finds you all in the most beautiful fashion. Think about these crystals. Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to let me know. Just to reiterate, we've got sunstone, okay? We've got lapis lazuli, amethyst, and we have rose quartz. And these, if you have any questions about any of these crystals, I'd be happy to kind of get back to you and let you know. Like rose quartz, this literally affects every chakra and your first 13 chakras in my 13 chakra system. Okay. It is like clear quartz. It is an amplifier. Thank you. I'm going to message you on ways to work with you. I would love that. We're all meant to work together. And, I think it might be even fun to do some like collabs. I think on YouTube now, you can actually go live with other readers. I've always thought that would be a fun thing to do. Um, to get the messages, but we all kind of form a family, and it's so awesome because we confirm for each other so that we can keep stepping into our own authenticity, which is something we all need, right? It's a powerful reminder. So yeah, so much to come up. Thanks for joining me, y'all. I'm gonna let you all go. It is literally, I'm looking at the clock. It's literally 11:10, and just about to flip the clock to 11:11, and it's just really kind of letting us know we have aligned. We have aligned, and it's like the football stadium, and it's like we're the football. We're going through the pins, and we're going into this whole new 11:11, and we're going into this whole new expansion. And I personally am really happy to be here riding the wave with all of you. So I hope this little bit helps you. God, I feel so much grounded. Thanks for joining me, y'all. And for all those that are catching in later, leave your comments. Let me know what resonates. And happy March to us all as we march forward into this year of magic. Just know that there are many twists and turns to come our way. So these last couple days, these literally last couple days, 2 days left of February, the last message I want to leave you with is, what are you redefining? What is coming up to be redefined? Okay. That's the word that came up at the beginning of the word. So the year for March. So or not for March, for February. What is being redefined? And isn't it interesting that we have a leap year? We have a leap year, which really is correlating to what's happening. We are leaping. Okay. So yeah, totally beautiful. Thanks, girl. I'm rambling now. I'm going to let you guys go. Pieces. We'll talk to you Wednesday. Be live Wednesday, 7:00. Spark of Wisdom with the horse. Let's see. What's the best way to reach out to you? You know what, girl? I pay attention to everything. So, you can message me. Are you on Facebook? You can find me on Facebook, Angel Insight. I have a page there. Also, it's Michelle Christidis on Facebook. You can email me. I'll throw my email in here. And really anything. I'm really good at. I'm one of those people. I'm really good at getting back to you. Okay, so I'd love to connect. All right, yeah, for sure. I think my email is actually on my page here. I'm pretty sure. Oh my God, Michelle. What? What did that mean? 1:22:33 on the clock. I just realized my pick a card is pick a rose. Girl, wow. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Definitely, we're all vibing on the same energy. Holy moly. You haven't published that yet, huh? I love it. It's so crazy. And I love it because it just really is helping all of us. We're helping each other. All right. Until the next time, tomorrow, 5:00. Okay. I will be looking forward to it. I've got to listen to the message on the fire one. So maybe I'll be sharing two of the oracles, how they collaborate. All right. Thanks, girl. We'll talk to you soon. Enjoy the magic. Until later.